Well, the Kelly MITCHLEY Racing Stables have got a very busy Friday to look forward to, and they have really, to start with, supported the Work Riders maiden race very, very well, stepping out the 6 runners. We're going to start with Raptor Island, and Kelly, Stephen gets a chance to redeem himself.
Yeah, I think he's learned his lessons from the last time, going flat out way too early and the horse dying off in the race with him. But no, he'll be changing his tactics in the race, and I think he needs to just find one better.
Miraculous Man and See the Badge, well, they'll be ridden by Doc and Sinalo, respectively.
See the Badge, he just needs to show improvement, as he hasn't done too much for us yet. He does so much at home, but just can't bring it to the course. And maybe Friday's his day, but he just needs to show improvement.
And Miraculous Man?
Miraculous Man, also another Work Riders for him. He's placed 2 second places in the Work Riders, also back to 1200 with him, and just expecting improvement.
Anatolian Silver, well, he really ran well making his debut last time out, and Striker will get a chance aboard him.
Striker's been doing all the work on him at home. He gets a chance on him, but a good first run for the yard when he ran his first debut run, only like 5 lengths off. So he is looking for a bit further, but the 1200 could help him.
And then 2 of the fairer sex in the way of Winning Grace and Ponte Vecchio, who will be ridden by Sipe and John, respectively.
Winning Grace has showed a lot of improvement back on the turf 1200. Sipe has also been doing all the work at home, so gave him a chance on her. I think she can run up into quartets. Ponte Vecchio with John. John's also been coming every morning to come ride, but a lot of improvement from her last start, which she ran, and can expect some more improvement with her.
Moving to race 2, and Maiden Juvenile Plate bumps last grind. Super debut last time out, and he almost pulled it off, only found one better. He'll be joined by Deco Var, and he is having his very first run. As name suggests, he's by Var.
Deco Var, as he's saying, he's by Var. I don't think he's a sprinting Var, but he's definitely looking for a bit further what he shows at home, and yeah, he might just be in need of the run to gain experience.
And Bump.
Bump's last grind, he very good debut run, very happy with his run, just hoping he can go one better this time.
In race 3, Sea of Tears, great local debut in her last, and on that occasion she was also up against male opposition.
Sea of Tears, good first run for the yard, so second start for the yard on turf. Mizzy said last time out, put her over 1400, so we got her over the 1400, so can expect a decent race from her.
In race 4, we've got the 3 runners, all of Hawk Circle, Launch Code and Admiral's Ransom.
Admiral's Ransom, can never be upset with him. He's always there and thereabouts in the races. Never disappoints, expecting similar efforts from him. Hawk Circle was definitely in need of his last start and can expect a lot of improvement there, as I do think he can run up into quartets.
And Launch Code?
Launch Code is first start on the turf for me, as all starts have been on the poly, and also can expect a lot of improvement from him.
In race 5, we'll see Rose for Trippy make her local debut, and bar her last run, she actually has some very useful high-felt form, and Kelly, she looks a runner of interest.
Rose for Trippy is her first start for the yard, as she has done well in the high-felt. But being her first start, yeah, we have added the tongue on her, as we do see she gets her tongue over the bit at work. But we'll learn more about her after the start.
In race 6, Sophomore Plate for the 3-year-olds over 1400, the yard will step out the 3 runners. Now, Makachev, who joins us in pick, is one of them, and as well as Single File, Kelly.
Single File, we're throwing him in the deep end, as well as Makachev. Makachev, good run out the maidens, running only four lengths off. So expecting him to run on at them. And Single File also does his best work late.
Sail the Sky will join, and he's a newcomer to the yard, having his first start off a Western Cape maiden win.
Sail the Sky, it's his first run from the Western Cape, but as he shows at work, he is looking for much further, and he might just be in need of the run.
2 runners in race 7, Magical Midlands and Lord Mallory.
Lord Mallory looks like he wants the 2,000 metres, but he needs to show some improvement as he's lost his early form. Magical Midlands, 3rd run after a rest. He hasn't disgraced himself in his last start, expecting similar efforts from him.
It was a busy start. It's going to be a busy end as well, with 4 runners in race 8, and we're going to start on Prince of Denmark, who has his first run as a gelding, and Elusive Justice, who's back off an enforced break.
Both these boys will be in need of the runs, as the Elusive Justice has come off a long break and Prince of Denmark off the gelding.
And joining them will be Fujisan and Maldano.
Maldano hasn't been really out the placings. He's been doing very well for the yard, back on turf for him. He's only had the run on turf in the work riders when he was in a 1200, but he does show that he will enjoy the mile on turf.
And Fuji.
Fuji-san won his maidens very well on the poly, but also expecting a decent run for him as he's showing good work at home.
Well, that was a long rundown of the Kelly MITCHLEY runners, and they've got a lot to look forward to on Friday. In all seriousness, the yard is coming along well. As you can see, it is growing, and we're looking for another good race day from them.